Once known as one of the most conservative countries in the world, Saudi Arabia is undergoing a remarkable transformation with its Vision 2030 initiative. The kingdom is opening up to the global stage, embracing entertainment, fashion, and culture like never before. The latest chapter in this rebranding effort, a dazzling performance by international superstar Jennifer Lopez in Riyadh. Let's take a closer look at what this signifies for Saudi Arabia and its evolving identity. This is Amna Tariq and you're watching Desi TV USA. Jennifer Lopez, the global music and film icon, performed in Riyadh in an event that has captured international attention. Her high-energy show wasn't just a concert, it was a statement about Saudi Arabia's ambitious drive to modernize its image and attract the world's attention. The performance coincided with a star-studded Elie Saab fashion show attended by a global celebrities including Lopez and Celine Dion, cementing the kingdom's position as a rising cultural hub. These events are part of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, an ambitious reform plan spearheaded by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. This vision aims to diversify the oil-dependent economy, boost tourism, and introduce a more progressive and open cultural framework. But the story doesn't end with the glamour and entertainment. Critics point out that while Saudi Arabia is taking significant steps towards modernization, many challenges persist. The country's past, shaped by Wahhabism, a strict interpretation of Islam, still cast as a long shadow. Issues surrounding human rights, restrictions on political freedom, and limited press freedom remain areas of concern. Supporters of the reforms argue that these cultural shifts are critical for fostering a more open society and building bridges with the global community. Events like Lopez's performance highlight the kingdom's determination to position itself as a modern cultural hub. Moving beyond its historical reputation, however, skeptics caution that the speed of change and the coexistence of progress with lingering restriction create a complex narrative for Saudi citizens, especially women and youth. These developments are bringing new opportunities and experiences. In the past, such events would have been unthinkable, but today they are becoming symbol of a new era in kingdom. At the same time, the question remains, can Saudi Arabia maintain a balance between tradition and transformation? As Saudi Arabia continues its journey of cultural and economic transformation, events like Jennifer Lopez's concert in Riyadh serve as milestone on this path. The world is watching as the kingdom walks a tightrope between its rich history and its aspiration for the future. How this journey unfolds remains to be seen.
Models in dreamy shimmering gowns. A show-stopping gala, performances by international stars, the likes of Jennifer Lopez, Camila Cabello, and even Celine Dion. Lebanese fashion designer Elie Saab pulled all the stops for his latest fashion show, but what made more noise was the venue. It was Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia.
I cannot be more proud of what's happening now in Riyadh and Saudi Arabia overall. Look at this. Look at the beautiful names we have here in the middle of Riyadh.
There is a lot of harmony with the idea of evolution that is taking place in Riyadh in terms of being up to date to art and culture. Having someone as important as Elie Saab extremely fits with this beautiful event Riyadh season that cares for art and culture.
For decades, Saudi Arabia has been defined by its conservatism. The discovery of oil in 1938 reshaped the country's future, turning it into a global economic powerhouse. But despite its wealth, the kingdom clung tightly to its traditions and religious values. After all, it was the birthplace of Wahhabism, a movement adhering to a strict interpretation of Islam. It shaped every aspect of Saudi life, from the justice system to the daily lives of its people. Until 2018, women here could not even drive cars. But the 21st century brought winds of change. Under the leadership of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Saudi Arabia launched Vision 2030. It was a bold plan to diversify its economy, reduce dependency on oil, and present itself as a modern, progressive nation. It's about reshaping how the world sees Saudi Arabia, and perhaps more importantly, how Saudi Arabia sees itself. Events like the Elie Saab fashion show are just one of the many examples. The kingdom is embracing concerts, parties, sports events, and even art, all to showcase a new Saudi Arabia. One that's eager to welcome the world and shed its conservative image. But this transformation comes with stark contradictions. Even as the kingdom dazzles the world with concerts, its justice system remains one of the harshest in the world. In 2024, Saudi Arabia executed 101 foreign nationals, which is more than the combined figure from 2022 and 2023. Human rights groups have criticized Riyadh's rampant use of the death penalty, calling it excessive. Most of these were foreign workers in the kingdom. They often also lack access to fair trials. So while Saudi Arabia showcases a modern face to foreign tourists, the reality for many, especially foreign workers, is vastly different. The executions are a stark reminder of that of Saudi Arabia's dual realities, glamorous events for tourists and celebrities versus stringent punishments for others, showing that for the kingdom, even reforms have their limits. Riyadh's younger generation, inspired by global trends, is eager for change. Yet, many still hold on to the values that have defined their kingdom for centuries. As Saudi Arabia races towards a new identity, it faces a question. Can it truly reconcile the two sides? The conservative oil kingdom and the modern progressive nation. Right now, Saudi Arabia is both, and yet neither fully.
Stay tuned for more update on this evolving story. Thank you so much for watching. Allah Hafiz.